Ever wondered why fairy tales feel so magical and dreamy? Well, you might want to sit down for this. The tales we've grown up cherishing, the ones we've nestled into at bedtime, have a much darker origin than we've been led to believe. The Disney versions we know and love. They're the sanitized sunshine versions of stories that were originally steeped in shadow. Take Sleeping Beauty, for instance. The Disney rendition is a tale of love's first kiss breaking a curse. But in the original, it's 100-year slumber, during which she gives birth to twins while unconscious. Quite the stark contrast, wouldn't you say? And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Many of our favorite fairy tales hide a grim underbelly beneath their glittering surface. Sleeping Beauty waking up to twins? Now that's something Disney didn't show you. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to keep up to date with our updates. The heroes aren't always as heroic as you might think. Take Cinderella's prince, for example. He dances with a mysterious lady all evening, only to forget her face completely by morning. His solution? Go door to door to find the woman who fits the glass slipper he conveniently found. Not exactly the knight in shining armor Cinderella might have hoped for, don't you think? And let's not forget Pinocchio. He's a puppet who wants to be a real boy, but his journey is paved with lies that just seem to make his nose grow longer. Sure, he learned some lessons along the way, but the message is clear. Sometimes lying can get you out of a sticky situation, not exactly the moral compass we want our protagonists to have. So, next time you see Pinocchio's nose growing, remember, it's not just a cute trick. It's a symbol of a story that's not always as innocent as it seems. Ever noticed how princesses are always waiting to be rescued? Isn't it striking how many fairy tales revolve around damsels in distress? Sleeping Beauty snoozing away, waiting for a prince's kiss. Rapunzel locked in a tower, her only hope, a prince's bravery. Snow White, unconscious, waiting for, you guessed it, a prince. These stories, while magical and enchanting, are steeped in gender stereotypes. They paint a picture where women are helpless, needing to be saved, usually by a dashing, brave man. And what about the princes? They're often portrayed as the epitome of bravery and courage, always ready to fight a dragon or scale a tower. But don't they ever get tired? These stereotypes can be harmful, sending the message that girls need saving and boys are the heroes. It's a one-sided game where the rules are outdated and the players are pigeonholed into roles. Maybe it's time we had some princesses rescuing princes, don't you think? It's not just about the stories. It's about their impact on our real lives. The tales we've been discussing, filled with outdated narratives and stereotypes, can ripple into the real world in unexpected ways. They can shape our perceptions, our behaviors, and our expectations. Consider the emphasis many of these tales place on physical beauty, often equated with goodness, and passive femininity, often rewarded with a prince and a kingdom. This can contribute to body image issues, fostering insecurities and unhealthy ideals of perfection. It can also create a societal expectation that women should be passive, docile, and beautiful to be valued. On the flip side, men are often portrayed as brave, strong, and rescuers, leading to societal expectations that limit their emotional expression and pressure them to always be the hero. Fairy tales might be fictional, but their effects can be very real. And that's why it's so important to scrutinize the stories we tell and the lessons they impart. But hey, it's not all gloom and doom. As we pull back the curtain on our childhood stories, we discover an exciting revolution unfolding. Modern authors and artists are stepping up, shaking off the dust of the past, and breathing fresh life into these age-old tales. They're challenging the stereotypes, breaking the molds, and rewriting the rules. We're seeing princesses who don't need rescuing, princes who aren't afraid to show their emotions, and diverse characters who reflect the world we live in today. These tales are no longer just about beauty and bravery, but resilience, kindness, and acceptance. They're teaching us that it's okay to be different, to question, to dream, and to make our own magic. So while the darker side of fairy tales may have cast a long shadow, there's a new dawn breaking. Remember, the power to change the narrative is in our hands. Let's make the fairy tale world as diverse and complex as ours.